Yes.
Bef- Before we do start 3, I do want to ask:
Yes.
would you actually watch Dragon Ball Z reanimated to have Donkey Kong characters?
I mean, I'd have to watch it. Would there really be an option to not watch it?
This is fair.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see Donkey Kong go Super Saiyan 3.
Yeah.
All right, are you ready for this?
Yes. So, who is like your Go Tank's gonna be? Which two characters are gonna
Gotenks? Oh
fuse?
gosh, who would
Yeah.
be Gotenks?
Yeah.
No, I don't know who Gotenks would be. Like, I don't know which two
Yeah.
characters. Donkey Kong doesn't have a child, but I feel like Diddy would have to be Gohan.
Also, why did both buttons have to shoot? Why can't one of the buttons be jump?
I don't know.
I don't like the up being jump.
We can't change the control scheme in this, can we?
Not unless you like go to your options and like through the controller and change the mapping.
Why is he holding a bottle of water too?
See, oh no, that's for you if you can get it. Yeah,
Oh,
it's a nice little power up.
and you said we had to get to 16 at least? Because that's when it starts looping,
I
or
think
18?
18 is when you see everything, technically.
Okay.
I believe 15 is where you at least get to see all the enemies in the game.
Alright. Well... Broken Jill. Just blast him.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I didn't think one of those went straight down when you destroyed those. You gotta be careful, those tricky fucks.
Does he have to hit it? No!
Oh yeah, his hand like has to touch it, and then it falls down.
Okay. What, you get to round 18 here, and then I gotta go get to round 18. It's a complete reversal of last time.
Nope,
No.
I ain't gonna. Ah, he just keeps jumping on me.
Wait, do we have infinite lives on this?
No. No, this would be easy if we did.
Gosh dang it. I didn't realize that was going to keep moving towards me. I thought it was going to move back over.
Yep.
Game over. Game over. On the first round. So what's the story on this one?
Ah! You got me. I don't remember. I know it has like a short little story technically, but I don't remember why this guy's being shooting Donkey Kong with pesticide.
Gosh dang it, I thought you were... Gosh dang. Bees.
Yeah, I know I've heard the story, but don't remember it.
Yes. That's a perfect for you.
Yeah. Yes. I guess Donkey Kong like and his bugs want your plants for some reason, and you're like, no, they're my plants.
Why does Donkey Kong have a bug army?
That's a good question. Also, in the arcade version, there's like an animation once he gets the beehive on his head,
Oh, is
instead
there?
of just the beehive falls on his. Yeah,
I
yeah.
wanna
If you
see
look at
that.
the arcade version, it actually looks quite a bit better than this one. You know, graphically,
Yeah.
it's That's a bit more of a difference than it is for the first game.
Okay.
Ooh,
Very nice.
got it. Not quite a perfect though. No perfect. They got one of my weed plants.
Your what plants?
My weed plants.
You're growing weed.
Yeah.
In the world of Mario.
I mean, what other kind of... Yeah. And what other kind of plant would you be so, you know, desperate to save?
Any plant in your garden.
Yeah.
Why would it necessarily be weed? That doesn't even look like weed.
Yeah, like family-friendly pure blood hawk even knows what weed looks like.
I know the
like, hey, I know what weed looks like.
I know the pot leaf symbol. That's not the
You're
pot
like,
leaf symbol.
Yeah, you're like, I know all about it. Yoshi's my grass man now?
I actually made it past stage 1.
Your throne account will be changed to just money for the grass man.
Money for the grass man. Grass man for the money. Give me that grass man money.
Yeah.
I did it! I made it to stage 3.
Yeah.
Progress, baby! So you just press down to go down the floor, right?
Yes.
Oh, I had it for the beginning of this too. Yes! Oh.
You did it!
Alright.
Now you got the broken floors.
I don't like the broken floors.
Yeah. I'm not broken, but they don't, like, connect in the middle.
Yeah. Oh, that was close.
Yeah, I don't like those ones. Like, can't they just die gracefully instead of trying to, like, explode into you?
Oh no, gosh dang it.
Like that?
Yeah.
It's very rude.
It was very rude. Oh, you got there's your power up.
Yeah. Highly doubtful I survived to get it, but...
No!
I didn't even see that one.
Clear one. I thought it would have landed on that.
Some 2-pack.
Come on, go down, go up, go, yes!
Oh, you did it.
I did.
Good job.
I'm on round 5 of 18. Oh my gosh. I can't imagine how hard the round 18 is going to end up being.
Yeah. Okay, so that one actually kills those, unlike your other little gun.
Gosh, his eye is so big.
It is.
Why is his eye like a fourth of his head?
That's a good question.
Also, wait, is this
Imagine
just
if
the
your
first
eye
stage
was
again?
that big.
But
It is.
Okay. We
Yeah.
need to get to 18 to see everything.
There's only 4 stages, basically. But yeah, they do add enemies.
Oh.
That will be more and more annoying.
Oh. Okay.
So let's say we do this for 3 hours and we don't beat it. You could be like, well, we beat it on easy mode.
Technically, I could. What?
Yeah.
He just did like a U-turn and smacked me.
Yeah, he sure did. That's pretty fucking rude, you know?
That was very rude.
Shake it, shake it. Leave my plants alone! I want my plants!
Oh, what hit me was a new enemy. Okay. There's an enemy that tracks you?
Yeah.
Like, he was on the far right of the side of the screen. He did like a little circle and he like flew straight towards me. He made like a beeline towards me.
He's like, I'm gonna get you. Leave my plant alone. You were supposed to leave my plant alone. He's like, no. I want your fucking plant.
So what is the last enemy that we run into?
They do all have names, but I don't know what they are.
Okay.
I remember seeing the names when I, like, was looking just to see, like...
I'll try to keep out.
I wondered how long the game was.
Oh wow, you didn't even get the one that tracks you like I did. Or is that the next stage?
Yeah.
It might be the next stage.
It might be. Yeah, no, I just went all in with my power up on that one.
Yeah, I
Get
don't
him out
know
of there.
that. Oh, it's the one above you. It's the green and blue one.
Yeah, the mosquito one.
Yeah. Oh, there's another mosquito one. Okay, so the mosquito stays on screen and tries to kill you, okay.
He tried to get me.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah.
I don't like the mosquito. I can deal with everything else. I don't like the mosquito.
Be up there.
Pedro, you got this. You can carry us to
trying.
victory.
I'm trying.
Perfect. Oh, there's another mosquito. No.
No.
Now I'm scared. Now it's my turn to deal with the mosquito.
Mm-hmm.
No, I got hit by the gosh dang other guy. No, I got a game over. Come on, you fish him up. Yes! I was watching that mosquito and I was about to say, you got this before he's
I was just trying to get him up before they got me. That's pretty much my strategy when I get that power up.
You just mash it because it goes so far and it pushes him so
Yep.
fast. I'm gonna need you to get an extra life here.
Oh, I would like to.
What?
Yeah, he starts throwing barrels at you eventually.
That's not fair. We already have all so many bugs after us.
Alright, so far I'm feeling a little bit better about this one in comparison to the last game. At least as far as how you were doing to I was doing.
Yeah, I get that. Give me a few rounds so I'll catch up.
Uh-huh.
Whoa, whoa, what do those do?
They like come at you in swarms.
Come on, come on, come
Get
on.
there,
Yes!
motherfucker. Yeah.
I was like, you're so close. You're so close. Now the question is, we both technically beaten a loop. We're just getting new enemies, right?
Yeah. Yeah, these stages just keep repeating.
So,
pretty much. Just from the look of it.
So how do we count that? Do I have to see all of them myself, or what do we do here? Because technically we've both seen all the.
I'd say we go with whatever we're. I'd say we go with whatever we're comfortable with when we're done. Come on, get up there. Yeah. Whew, I actually might be able to make it to 18. I don't know about this time, because I only have one life. I'm sure I'll screw up eventually.
I mean, it's entirely possible.
Yeah. Although 15 is where we get the last enemy. So hopefully I at least get to just survive this one right now and we get to see what it is.
Wait, 15
that would be nice.
Enemy?
Is the last enemy that shows up, yeah.
So what shows up at 18?
I don't know, maybe just a different lineup of enemies or something. Different, like, you know, layout or something, you know. Get up there.
Get him up there, you're so close, you have him.
Yeah, these worms are getting in the way is the issue. Get up there. Get up there, you motherfucker.
Oh, you had him. I am honestly surprised I didn't hit you.
So was I. Whew, yeah.
So we're gonna get to see the last enemy.
Yeah, unless I, like, die immediately.
What does the last enemy do?
It's like a variation of some other enemy. I remember seeing that. Oh, there, maybe?
Oh.
No. That's not it. Oh, it's that thing.
That kind of makes me think of a moth. I hope it's not a moth.
Hands getting a little tired.
I think there's a very good chance you can actually see the last level.
Maybe. I'm getting close.
No.
Oh, he got me. Oh, that was a good run.
That was an amazing run. Here's the thing, though. If you had an extra life, you would have that power up there, wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm. I don't know for sure. Maybe.
Because I've noticed every time one of us has come back to life, that power-up's been, like, there.
Okay.
Get up there, DK. I don't like his eye. It's so massive. His eye's the most cursed thing I've ever seen whenever he's like, oh yeah, he did it.
Yeah. I feel good now about no matter what, we at least saw all of the bad guys.
Yes. So... I guess once one of us hits 18,
yeah,
we could just call it because we technically have each played every loop. We just, I just haven't played against every enemy yet.
Yeah, at least that was what the Donkey Kong 3 wiki said. Either that or there's a couple YouTube comments or something on the...
Picture, go, 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 go.
Oh, shit. I didn't realize you died. I must have, like, blinked when you died or something. I didn't realize you had died.
I made a dumb mistake with that guy. Go! But yeah, I have noticed every time one of us dies, the power-up is in the stage for the next person.
Yeah. Well, I'll be back in a minute. If it gets to me, just let me die, and I'll just restart when I get my lives back.
Okay.
Since I was dumb and just lost my first life. I'm gonna go see
Okay.
how it feels outside, if I should open a window.
This is gonna be insanely hot.
It's getting pretty shitty in here.
Is it that bad?
I will be back.
Drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it. Oh gosh, dang it. Yes! Yes, go, go, go. Oh my gosh. I think I could actually catch up to where Pincher was, but I don't know. I feel like I'm definitely going to struggle a lot more with this than I did in Donkey Kong Jr. God. Okay. Imagine Pincher surprise he comes back and I'm on like level 10. And then I'm like, I can see all the enemies. I can make it to the end. But yeah, I have noticed like the power seems to spawn on like death. Dang it. I hit the wrong button. I keep thinking I can jump left and right, but that's not a thing in this game. But Pincher said let him die, or I guess we're gonna let him die here. Oh! I didn't even know that was a thing that could happen. No one told me you could just straight up drop on him. Dang it! Dang it! Dang it! I make the silliest mistakes on this. Now my question is, Stranger opening the window. There he goes. Okay, so I did get a level up. I got a life. Dang it. Gosh, dang it. The mosquito screwed me up. Oh wait. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it the way it is. Gosh, I can't believe I completely forgot about that. Oh wait, okay. I really, really hope. Go, 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 go. Wait, there's firing arrows at me? I didn't realize they would shoot at me. No one told me that. Picture, we got a game over. I don't know if you actually heard me.
Oh.
I can't believe that had to happen.
Do you hear me, bud?
Yes.
Okay. When I came back, I actually closed my laptop for a second, so I
Oh,
wasn't
did
sure
you?
if it disconnected me from the call. Yeah.
I made it to the mosquitoes, and the
Oh,
mosquitoes
nice.
stopped me. Mosquitoes are my mortal enemy. I couldn't get past that one stage with the mosquito.
Push that back a little. How's that look on the camera? Looks fine. Ooh, some Silent Hill music playing. No matter how you feel about Silent Hill, I don't think many people would argue that it has good music.
You don't think people would?
I don't think people would argue that it has good music.
Do you,
Because
do you
those
know?
games do have some good music.
Uh, I've never listened to any Silent Hill music.
Yeah. I think you'd like Silent Hill.
I think I'd like Silent Hill too. I just
Yeah.
haven't sat her down and played it.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Let's say particularly the first 3 games.
I will say on this game, one thing
Well,
that messes me up a
especially 2 and
lot.
3.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it, but one thing I gotta say
Yeah.
about this game is I don't like how you can't jump left or right.
Yeah. Silent Hill 4 was pretty good too, actually. At least I thought. I know it's not as popular as 2 and 3. I thought the room was pretty good.
No, gosh, dang it.
Okay.
Also, did you say The Room?
Yeah, Silent Hill 4, the room.
Ravi and I, every time I hear The Room, I think of the movie, and Ravi and I watched
Oh,
that
yeah.
together.
Oh, hi, Mark.
And
You're tearing me apart, Lisa. Those are 2 quotes I always remember.
you could ask Ravi this. I got so uncomfortable during that movie.
Was it all the tits and ass?
It was the sex scenes. I was just like, please,
So,
no,
yeah.
I don't need this. Oh god. And every single time, like it happened once, I was like, alright, I don't know if I can handle this again. If they do it again, I might have to leave. And they did it again, and I was like, oh, Ravi, please. I don't know if I can keep watching this. We watched the whole movie though.
So, when are we watching the room on stream?
We're not actually.
Oh. I'll watch it on stream.
I mean, you can do that if
I
you
don't
want
give
to.
no fuck. Yeah.
But don't
You
expect
show
me
up,
to be
right?
watching.
No. Like, never again.
I want to know something. If this is
He
Cranky Kong, how
exploded
did
at
Cranky
me.
Kong shrink so much?
I mean, he just got old. And,
Do you shrink that much when you get old?
I don't know.
I'm making progress. Now, if only I could get to, double digits in the stages. My wish might be granted.
But yeah, if I actually slept well yesterday and started earlier today, I would have done the whole day of Donkey Kong.
I would, yeah. I remember
I was
you
like,
talking
no,
about that.
I think I'll just save Donkey Kong for when Blood's ready.
Oh no, 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 no. I saw what he did on your side. I saw what he did on your I don't need this. I don't need this in my life. Dang it.
Ooh, he touched your foot.
I saw Donkey Kong drop on you earlier.
Yeah. You dirty piece of shit. Oh, dang, the exploder got me again. I was doing good with those exploders last run. Last 2 deaths now have been by those exploders. So hold on, let's pull up Donkey Kong 3. Maybe you'll live long enough for me to do that. Let's see what these things are called.
Alright, there we go. Next stage. Oh.
Alright. Beehives. Obviously, they're beehives.
Yes.
Coconut. The like basic ones are buzz bees.
Buzz bees?
The worm things are creepies.
These are some very creative names.
The like fast blue ones are super bee. The mosquito looking thing is attacker. Those like big red beetle things are called kabutomushi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then the last one is butterfly.
Well, butterfly. Okay, so it's a butterfly,
Yeah.
not a moth. They look more like a moth to me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a butterfly.
Butterfly in the sky.
Oh, and the ones that explode are called beast bee.
Okay. Those are all the enemies. We've seen all the enemies.
Yeah. Let's pull up Donkey Kong Jr. now. See if they were creepers or not. No, I wanted the game Donkey Kong Jr., not the character Donkey Kong Jr. There we go.
Dang it, I died.
They're Snapjaws.
They're Snapjaws?
Yeah,
Oh, gosh.
Snapjaws, Nitpickers, Sparks, and Birds. Is it me now?
Yes, it's you. It is definitely you now.
Oop, can I not pause? Oh, I guess I can't pause.
Hello, Mr. Fish Gaming.
Hello, yeah, what Blood said? Okay, good, I died.
Oh
I
gosh, you
can switch my
died.
screens back over now. I was gonna pause the game for a second so I could do that. And like, I couldn't pause the game. Like, really? You can't pause the game?
Mr. Fish Gaming, thank you for the follow as well.
Yes,
Hi,
hello,
Spunk
Mr.
Poison.
Fish Gaming.
How are y'all doing? How was Chivalry 2? I've never actually played Chivalry. Oh gosh, please. Oh no! Imjir, I'm so sorry. I died again. But yeah, how was that? Draven. Meowdy Draven.
Oh, and hello, I'm Pitjira, the other guy you're hearing.
Yes, Imjir is here with me. We're working on a small project of mine of beating every NSO game co-op. And this one
Just make
is a little
sure.
hard for me.
I don't think I muted my mic when I got up. No, okay. I just thought I'd make sure that I'm not muted on my stream.
Yes, please don't be
I remember
your
that
stream.
happening for that whole One Breath of Fire 2 stream.
I forgot to do the @Pimjir for the thing, the stream title.
Oh, so did I. Well, I can fix that right now.
I am also fixing it. But let's see. Thanks for shout out. You appreciate it. Draven told us about us streaming. Draven, thank you for for letting them know. And thank you, Mr. Fish, for sending everybody over here. You slaughtered everyone and tripped on your own sword. I didn't realize you could trip on your own sword in that game.
Okay, it did do it right.
But I'm I do a lot of solo completionist type streams, and I also have projects like this that I'm working on with other people. I was like, I know a chill guy. I am never chill, but I do appreciate it. But yeah, we're working on doing all 226 games on the NSO currently. There's about to be 229.
I thought you died. I started hitting the button thinking I was playing.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Thankfully, I haven't died yet. So, I will say, this arcade game...
It was because I was looking over at chat, and I looked over, and I saw it was the first stage. Like, oh, but Hawk died, I'm playing.
It happened again. But this time, I was in the beginning. You love completing games all the time. You never heard of Donkey Kong 3, but over 200 games. Yeah, it's a lot. We're at 27 games beaten. No, 28 games now, technically, because we just beat Donkey Kong Jr. But there's a lot of long games on here. We surprisingly have already beaten. Is it 4 RPGs now? Or have I beaten 3?
Breath of Fire 1 and 2.
Earthbound.
Earthbound. Is there another one I'm forgetting?
I think that's it, actually. We've beaten 3 RPGs.
Yeah.
And thankfully the service lets you switch who's player 1 and player 2, so you can kind of like pass the controller off to the person you're playing with. No!
You need Kid Ash on the Genesis.
What is that?
It's like an action RPG, arcade game.
Oh, okay.
I'd love to see Kid Ash get added.
I would love to see Secret of Mana get added, but I know it's not going to happen.
Yeah, no. Buy that collection of mana.
Secret of Mana was
too bad you can't just do that with. It's too bad you can't just do that with collection of mana.
That would be nice. I'm surprised that it didn't have online play.
Because I mean, otherwise it'd still be fine, you know, like whatever. I mean, I bought it regardless anyway. I do have collection of mana.
Yeah. I don't, but here's the thing. I would love to play Secret of Mana. I don't see myself actually
like
playing it unless I have 3-player co-op.
When it was like $20, I went ahead and got it.
Oh, was that cheap?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I think I'll play it eventually.
If I would have known that, I would have picked it up too. But yeah, I don't see myself actually playing Secret of Mana unless I actually do have 2 other people to play it with.
Why not?
Because I would love to experience that 3-player co-op for the first time.
Yeah. Well, you could play Trials of Mana.
Trials of Mana?
Yeah. I think that one only has 2-player. I think Secret of Mana was the only one that had 3-player. If I'm not mistaken.
Oh gosh. One of these days.
No, it exploded on me.
You had that one really good run earlier.
I did.
I'm gonna need you to do that. Have that really good run again.
That's kind of how it goes for me of shoot 'em ups.
Is it really?
Which is basically what this is, yeah. I like to get in the zone and I'll do like really good for one. Yep, I realized it like 5 seconds.
I got a little
after.
Sadly, you gotta leave a lurk while
you died a little quick and I didn't notice.
I died way too quick there.
And then my guy was just standing there like, wait, this must be me.
Also, Mr. Fish, don't feel bad about that. You're perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Thank you again for the raid. Thank you for the follow. And
bye, Mr. Fish.
I hope you have a wonderful lurk.
And yes, thank you for raiding the Bloodhawk.
Absolutely wreck him.
I did.
Now, can you keep that for the next 5 stages?
No, because that power won't last that long.
I'm gonna need it to last for the rest of the game.
Yeah. Might be able to for one more, though. Get up there. Get up there. Do it. Yeah.
Again, I really wish we could jump left or right.
Ooh.
Also, are both buttons shoot, actually?
Yes.
Can you double tap and go faster with the shots?
I don't know. I would guess most likely not, but I've never tried, so maybe. No. Ah, I didn't see that little fucker.
I didn't see them either. Oh, dang it. Here I go again.
And usually Bloodhawk is a clean boy with no swears, but you get a few extra ones when I'm here.
Yeah, you do get a few extra swears or whatever. Pidgey is here. I got a game over.
High roll sometimes too, depending on what you're playing.
Yeah.
I know she tries not to say fuck too much when she's playing with you, but some games it just comes out.
Halo 5.
Yeah.
I oh gosh, I know there's no chance I have this, but I would love to be able to get Hyrule to join me for LS Trials, and that comes out.
That's not out already?
It's early access on PC only.
Okay, I was saying, because I saw somebody was streaming that.
Full release and crossplay is coming whenever the full... Well, console and crossplay is coming when the full game is released. So, no matter where 20 years, you can play with them.
Get up there. Yeah.
But I've been seeing a lot of people say so far that the game was like really good for the first few stages. But
also, I will be honest, this is my favorite of the first 3 Donkey Kong games.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I can understand it. I
like the other 2, but I just like this one more.
I am better with the other 2.
Yeah.
But I've been seeing a lot of people say a lot of good things about Alice Trials. Even the shop system apparently is good because you can earn everything you want while playing. You don't actually have to spend money because like it gives you a decent amount of in-game currency just for playing the game.
Oh, you missed. Ben had a slight angle. I thought I was safe.
But currently the problem people have with the game is oh wait, it's you. I'm dead.
Yeah.
Dead.
Oh, you're completely dead. Okay, I didn't realize that. I died and I thought you were next.
I completely understand that. I thought I was playing too, and I was like, wait, I'm not moving.
Yeah.
But the thing that people were complaining about.
I didn't remember what level you were on.
I didn't either. But the thing people were complaining about with it is that the stages...
No, the mosquito got me.
Well, not the stages, but the missions themselves are the exact same every stage. And people were like, if we just had more variety in it, this game would be perfect.
I was kind of into... I lost track of what game you're actually talking about.
Outlast Trials.
Outlast Trials, okay.
Yeah, people were saying that, like, the stages, the characters, the way that the money system works is all, like, really good. I died on the first
I thought it was Outlast Trials, but I wasn't sure if you brought up another game when I was paying attention to playing.
Yeah, the only bad thing people have to say is the missions are the same for every stage. So, like, there's just no variety in the actual missions. And they're like, if they fix that, that'd be a perfect, like, co-op party.
So yeah, if it's early access, hopefully that's, something they'll work on and fix.
That's what I'm hoping for too, but like they have 5 missions in the early access, and they all play the exact same, but they're all different stages. Which, I mean, it'd be fine if they were all the same, like they all play the same, if it was like PvP, but you don't want that in PvE, you want to do different things in PvE.
Yep, there.
But that also tells me, since early access is out and they're preparing for the final release, I have to finish Outlast 2 sooner than later.
Oh, I hit down. Apparently I was a little late.
And I'm doing basically the same thing in Outlast 2 that I have to do in Dead Space 2. I have to beat the game with very limited stuff. Well, for Dead Space, it's 3 save files. And for Outlast 2, I have to beat the game without reloading a battery on the hardest difficulty. Hardest difficulty is 1 life and you're dead. They're like, you die once and you have to start over from the beginning. There's no saves. So I'm just like, I gotta get good at both those games.
I'm not really good at any survival. I've like gotten old and I've like lost my patience for survival horror games. For survival horror games. Especially the ones where there's like no way to fight.
Oh yeah, so that's... Well, Outlast Trials, they actually allow you to fight kinda now. Okay. Not really fight, but you get stuff to like throw at the enemies to stun them and stuff.
Like, there's a lot of survival horror games I look at, and I think, man, that game looks great. But I just know that I'll play it for like 20 minutes and.
Dang it.
Mm.
Hello, my house, Shoujo. How you doing? I just got
Hello, Maho.
really wrecked.
Maho Shoujo with Bebe. Maho Shoujo Bebe.
We're just all. I was just talking about the Outlast trials.
Yep, they're Donkey Kong. No. Ooh. Almost got me.
Here's one thing that I am kind of worried about.
Yep, they're.
With me being like, I want to complete the Outlast games. I wonder how long it'll take to get everything in the shop. Again, thankfully, from what people are saying, the shop is like very fair and it like gives you a lot of money from playing.
I like money.
Forever. I wish I had
You like money?
I wish I had enough money to do this full time, and I'd be set after
Yeah.
that. If I had money to do this full time, I'd actually be doing a lot more stuff than just games because I have an idea.
Maybe one day you'll get like a rich fan that like buys you a house.
I wish. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. As soon as I get to the point where I can do a bunch of stuff I want to do, then I'll be really happy. Because I want to do a bunch of like just dumb stuff. Like I do want to do something that's not just game related.
If one day out of nowhere I like buy a lottery ticket when it's worth like $900 million or like over $1 billion, and I win it, well, I'll buy you a house.
Will you?
Yeah.
I would appreciate that.
Okay.
I'd appreciate being able to get out of here and be in my own place. But the crazy thing is, it's not like I'm sitting here like, oh, I just want money. Like, any money, like, if I could make money to do this full time, all of that money would go right back into doing stuff on here.
I died. A pack of gum? Sure, I'd get you a pack of gum.
I will say, though, no matter what, I'm always going to be streaming.
It's you, blood.
Oh, it is me.
You're gonna...
But yeah, no matter what, I'm always going to be streaming video games, but if I had money, I would be streaming a lot more other stuff outside of gaming.
I wonder if I need to like stream more on Saturday.
What are you planning on doing on Saturday?
Oh, I don't know. I just wonder if I should stream more on Saturday because I streamed last Saturday, and like it seemed like everybody was showing up.
The answer is yes. Stream more on Saturday.
Yeah.
I'm actually curious.
I don't often stream on Saturday because I usually get up kind of late, and my brother comes over those days. But Saturday I got up kind of early, and I was like, I'm going to stream today, and it seemed like everybody was showing up in chat.
Everybody was like, this is the day.
Yeah.
Also, I was thinking of an idea that I could just be like, hey, this is one of the things I plan on doing without spoiling.
By everybody, I mean by like six people, but that was a lot for me for a 2-hour stream.
I mean, that's not bad.
Yeah. I only went 2 hours.
Dang it. I don't know why, but I sit here like, oh, what could I
and you were sending me that thing about this is where you can piss and shit and masturbate.
Oh yeah, that game.
Yeah, I opened that up on stream. I was like, what's Bud sending me? And I looked at it like, oh, okay. That's pretty cool.
Did you tell everybody what he's saying?
I was like, oh yeah, of course I did.
Well,
you know, I don't have no problem.
I don't know why.
I mean, I just told them right now.
You did just tell them right now too.
Yeah.
But I don't know why I was like being secretive, because like I've already talked before. Like if I am able to have my own place, at least I'm gonna do cooking streams.
Mm.
I told Ravi this because
Is that what you're gonna say when people come to visit you? You're gonna show her toilet like a history piss shit mesh paint?
No, that's not what I'm gonna do. But I will say this. I'll say a couple things I do want to do if I were able to stream full time. Like if I had the money to put into doing more stuff. This would take a long time, and I would need a lot of money for this. But I told Ravi, I was like, if we ever get to the point where we could do this, I would love to go around and stream us like game hunting, like in different states. And I was like, Ray, we could also like visit people that we've known forever while doing this, and have them join us maybe for that day.
Now, what did you think of my idea for the Desert Bus stream yesterday?
I don't like the idea of sniffing people.
I mean, you'll ask. Well, I mean, we'll ask them first. We won't just sniff without their consent.
I thought you were going to sniff without consent.
No. But we'll either sniff them and leave, or they'll say no, and then we'll just leave. Like, oh, well, if we can't smell you, there's no reason for us to be here. Bye.
Also, another thing I would like to do.
But when I talked about Jen being violent, I just thought that might happen, even just for just showing up and asking about it.
I can see that happening. But yeah, another thing I would like to do that I've talked about a little bit is I would like to get like a body camera oh, that's still you.
Oh shit, that would be good for the sniffing people.
No,
get that nice body cam sniff cam.
But what I want to do is I'd love to get like a body cam and be able to stream like going just going out in the ocean scuba diving. Like I know I wouldn't be able to talk chat or anything, but I would love to like do that.
Yeah.
Like just something different.
Oh, I'm gonna get a game over because I got all my plants this time.
Everybody comes in there and everybody's like, I'm actually afraid of being underwater, I'm leaving.
I died anyway. I'm pretty sure if you lose all your plants, you lose a life.
That's what I was worried about. I don't know if that's actually true or not, but I did not want to find out. Maybe not little known fact, but I love being in the water. I love being around the ocean. Even though I've not been there in forever, I love just being around the water, period.
Oh, do I need to yeah, I need to refresh. I'll say I would rather you not play the song I just played. There we go.
I love this powerful, like, spray gun, like, works for a stage and a half.
Yeah. Maybe one day I'll have money and get my own capture card.
That would also be nice.
Maybe one day. Not that I particularly mind just playing music for games like this.
Yeah.
Or it's this whole song, same song, like the whole time you're playing.
That is very fair.
Yeah.
I do have a question. Is there anything you would do, like, extra for stream? If you had the means?
If I had a capture card? Oh, if I had the means to. I've kind of thought I'd like to do a stream outside. Do some outside streams.
I mean, that could be nice.
Yeah. Even if it's still just playing games, go do it outside.
There's a Monster Hunter streamer that I know.
Like do some like some cooking out. Do like some cooking out on the grill, stream outside.
I thought I was playing. I just jumped up, and started shooting. I was like, oh yeah. And I was like, wait a minute.
Another thing that I would like to do, like board game streams, like real board games.
That would be fun.
Like, you know, if I had a good camera.
Yeah.
That where I could actually like get a good view of the game and everything.
Yeah.
I don't have anything I can do that with.
I think board game streams would be fun.
Oh
yeah, there is a Monster Hunter streamer that I know who literally sets up his desk and computer and everything in the backyard. He'll stream outside.
Not that digital board games aren't real board games, but you know what I mean, like physical,
Yeah.
you know.
Like the digital board games are real too, but like
Everything.
it would be nice to do them in person.
Yeah.
That's how we gotta do Mario Party Advance.
Yeah. I'd be all down to do like some Lords of Waterdeep on stream. That'd be pretty cool.
I like actually never really played a board game besides like Monopoly or like Candyland or whatever it's called.
Or some dang, what's the I'm trying to think of Dominion, Splendor. Those are a couple other good ones I've played lately.
I sadly don't know enough about.
I have a Dragon Ball Z board game.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, it's okay.
How do you even play Dragon Ball Z card game?
Once in a while. Oh, it's a board game, not a card game.
Oh, sorry, board game.
Yeah,
you said board game, my brain went straight to it.
It has like dice battles where you have to like roll the die and like it affects your attack, and you're supposed to like beat some. I don't remember the exact rules now. It's been a little while since I've played it. I'm looking at it right on the shelf over there.
Are there beam clashes?
No.
Then it's not a
although
real
you can probably pretend there. Although you can probably pretend there are beam clashes, like
That's
while
fair.
you're rolling the die for the battles and stuff.
That is very fair.
Yeah, that one it's a little repetitive, and it can take a while if you know you're. It's one of those games that can take a while.
I can see that. Do you have the Dokapon board game?
I wish. It'd be pretty cool if there wasn't like an actual Dokapon board game.
I'd play it.
Actually, when I was younger, I actually I had like a poster board and I drew up my own board game that was inspired by Dokapon.
Really?
Yeah, I was like doing it with my little brother who was like, he's probably like, I don't remember how old he was. I'm trying to think of when I originally played Dokapon. Probably like 2009, late 2009. Okay, so he would have been 11.
Do you still have this version of Dokapon?
No, I don't. I do not. Otherwise, I'd show it on stream. Yeah, unless it's like stashed away somewhere that I find it eventually. But I do believe it no longer exists.
Also,
if I remember right, I called it Dragonfire, and I drew like a shitty little dragon on it.
Dragonfire? Why not Breath of Fire?
Yeah. I think that was kind of where yeah. That might have even been where I got the name.
Oh gosh, please, 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 please knock it down. Dang, I was gonna say something too, and I already forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, I remember what I was gonna say. So you know how I think way too far ahead on things?
Yeah.
I have already started thinking way too far ahead on future Dokapon stuff. Because I mean,
Dokapon hopefully shouldn't be too far in the future.
I mean, like, I'm thinking about the second Dokapon and third Dokapon possibly.
Oh, okay. Like different games or replays of that one?
Different games.
Okay.
Oh god, no!
Yeah, I kind of do that too, though. I'm always thinking ahead of stuff that's either far away in the future or possibly never.
Here's the thing that I'll say
depending on like how life goes and all that.
Yeah. I will say
down right on them.
This first part for Dokapon. So we already know what we're doing with Dokapon. We're gonna have the pre-post game interviews. We're going to be doing a full playthrough. We're gonna show off the different modes too. Oh god, I forgot about the mosquitoes.
Yeah, they get you.
And I'm gonna have a lot of work after the streams, like to set this all up. Part of me is like thinking, what if I just use Dokapon as a way to see how far I've come along with editing, since I'm trying to relearn editing and everything. And like, say, I don't know if we'll do it next year, but I'll just say like next year we do the Famicom one. I could use it to see how much better I've gotten in a year's time.
Oh yeah, Dokapon 321.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah, I've played that one. It was pretty decent. You know, not as good as the Wii one, but
Yeah.
not like you'd really expect it to be.
Yeah. But
Although in a way, it has its own charms too. I like some of the enemy designs in that one.
Oh, do you? I haven't actually seen too many of them.
Oh, so that was part of the cool thing about playing that one, was just seeing the different designs of the everything you fight in the Weaver and Kingdom.
Yeah. Okay. I will say I'm probably gonna use the next one just to see how far I've come with editing. And the third one, I already have an idea of something I'd like to do, but it's gonna take more work. And it's not gonna be just editing; it's gonna be something else that's gonna go into it if we possibly do it. And I'm really hoping by then I've already dipped my toes in this.
And also the question you asked about stuff I would do for stream, if I could, even though I'm not good at drawing, I would do like a little bit like more drawing stuff if I had like good software for doing so.
Oh, that'd be nice to see. And don't make fun of yourself every drawing like you have in the past.
I haven't every drawing.
What?
I said I haven't every drawing. Oh, went right into that bug.
Well, you need not do any drawings.
Oh, you know I would.
You need to be nice to yourself in June.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I have ideas for things I would like to do possibly in the third Dokapon.
Yeah.
And I think I know which Dokapon I want to play for the third one. I'm not going to say it yet. But I do think I want to go with like the Super Famicom one for the second one.
Okay. You like stood there for 1 second and it made like, wait, you didn't die, did you?
No. Not at all.
Yeah. Because it was only for like a second. Just long enough that I started to think, maybe, do I need to grab my controller?
You had that one good run on this too. I need you to have that good run.
I did, yeah. I got to 16.
Are you not going to get DK? There we go. He really did not want to go in.
You didn't. It was because your shot was kind of mostly hitting the worm thingy.
Oh, was it? I thought it was hitting his foot.
Yeah, I think it was like hitting the back of the worm. Pardon me, I'm just dying. It's fine.
Get up there! Get up there! Get up there! Get up there! Go! Whew.
Hit number 2 in my 100 points. I must have like. Why do I only have one? Did I screw up? Did I get to the first level and like screw up on the first level? I actually don't remember where I'm at mine. I just don't know how I only have 100 points.
Yo!
I didn't die on the first stage, did I?
Did you?
Oh, or maybe I just started. It like started me though. Yeah. Oh. Oh yeah, that's right. I messed up and I let that thing touch me. Yeah, I did. I did die in the first stage.
I want to need you to not die in the first stage because you're the better player here
Yeah.
between the two ones. We just need to see 18 at this point. Also, yeah. So since we just need to see 18 because we've both gone through the loop before.
Yeah. Yeah, if we can get to 18, that would be nice.
If we get to 18,
Although if we don't, I think we've still gotten far enough that you could cross it off your list. But I would like to make it to 18 if we can. Like, I'd at least keep going until we're done today.
Yeah.
But at this point, I'd say just however far we get today, at least in my opinion, would be good enough.
Since we already.
Although that would depend on more depend on how you feel about your list.
You said 18, and I'm kind of feeling 18.
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of a combination of that, and do you really want to do another week of this if we don't make it?
Usually, if we have to do another week of this, I think that'll be it. Like, I don't see this being like multiple weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, that was what I meant. If we don't make it today, like, do you really want to do it for another week?
I was gonna ask you if we beat this in like one of the next few runs, if you would want to continue to do Rygar next, or what?
Yeah.
Or if you'd like to go ahead and get some rest.
I'd be fine with starting Rygar if we made it.
Okay.
I don't know for sure if we're gonna make it because it's 2:30 already.
Oh yeah, it is 3:30 for me.
Yeah. So I don't know if we're gonna make it in time to start another game.
I really do hope we finish this though, just so I know I'm still like right.
I probably won't get any rest after this because I'll probably just wait and try to get better sleep when I go to sleep for tonight.
That's fair.
Rather than take like another 3-hour nap and then have the same thing happen tonight.
I get that. Also, I think this is the first time I made it to double digits.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I'm getting better.
Nice. Either way, at least for my ability, I just feel I feel better about my ability of, you know, being further in this one for so long. Yeah. Unlike the last one.
Jen!
Where you beat the game in like 10 minutes and then we had to play it like 2.5 times longer for me to beat it.
I will say...
And yes, hello, Jen.
I honestly think I am getting better.
Next, Jen. I don't know if you've heard about this desert bus stream that we're going to do.
Oh,
but
no.
Me, Bloodhawk, and Hazel guys are going to do a desert bus stream in the future, hopefully. I mean, I don't know if we'll ever actually be able to, but where we do a road trip on the desert bus. And we were talking about which link is the stinkiest. And I was like, you know, we could find out which streamer is the stinkiest, stop at every streamer that we know, knock on the door and ask if we can smell them.
I'm against this idea, by the way. Just be aware, I'm against this idea. I don't want to smell anybody. Pidgeot is like, yes, we must smell everybody.
Bloodhawk said, I'm not smelling anybody. And I said, yeah, I'm not too sure it'll work out very well. And I even mentioned you. I said, especially next gen, I could just see knocking on her door and asking, you know, like, can we smell you? Like, that might get violent. She might get away from me.
Jen,
although for the record, I don't actually want to smell anybody.
I was completely against this idea. Pidgeot was just like, this is a thing we need to talk about. I would say nothing.
Say nothing and close the door. That would be the appropriate response.
I don't blame you for that one bit, Jen.
That would be.
Jen, would you want to join us on the desert bus?
I just thought I might save in case anyone was coming in that doesn't know me. Like, I don't actually want to smell anybody.
Dang it. I should have known. I should have known.
He got you.
He did. That was the farthest I've gotten.
Yeah, R13. Not bad. Not bad. Maybe I can make it to 16 again.
I'm going to need you to make it to 16 on your first life.
Yes. I'll try. Wait, it's you. I'm hitting a button. Like... It took me a minute to realize, too, because, like, you were doing exactly what I would have been doing.
Oh. Jen, how was Monster Hunter? I saw you streaming.
Because I have not been used to me getting game over before you. I think that might have been the first time for this one.
That might have been the
Certainly,
first time.
certainly couldn't have said that for Donkey Kong Jr.
Also, I gotta say, I'm gonna feel real bad for Jen whenever I eventually move out to where Avy is, because I'll be only a few hours away from Jen. I can just drive over and pester Jen.
Oh, I can close Next Gen's tab now. She's done streaming.
Literally, I'm not gonna warn you. I'm just gonna be knocking on the door like, Jen.
She popped up just as me and you were about to play. I was like, oh, I'll give Next Gen a lurk.
She did do that.
So I saw that starting soon start screen.
I saw that
The
on
two
your stream.
Jigglypuffs. One on the Switch and one on the drawing tablet.
Donkey Kong, go, go, go.
Oh yeah, you did. I was like, oh yeah, look at the starting screen. Because I blocked out Twitch. I was like, you guys see these Jigglypuffs.
I do love Jigglypuff. I love Jen's angry Jigglypuff the most, though.
The angry Jigglypuff. Like, you know, that's how she just drew on your face.
Probably.
Or she's about to draw on your face.
Oh,
I gotta do that one day.
You gotta do what? One day?
Like, draw on somebody's face when they're sleeping.
That'd be really rude, Ventura. Don't do that to somebody.
I'll sing and I'll be there to visit Bloodhawk. I'll sing and he falls asleep. Like, I'm drawing this motherfucker's face.
Remind me to never invite you over to stay the night.
Yeah. Bloodhawk will wake up, I'll be gone, and there'll be like a penis going into his mouth.
Yeah, Venture's not staying the night at my house. There's no way.
Only if I sing to you and you fall asleep.
It's not happening.
So if I sing, just stay awake.
Also, again, Jen, I'm gonna feel so bad when I move out there because I'm literally just gonna show up at your door and be like, Jen, play video games with me. Jen, forget about conventions, let's play video games.
What would you do with people besides play video games? Like if you and Jen, were gonna, like, what if you weren't gonna play a video game? Then what would you do?
I'd be like, Jen, we got food to eat. Jen.
Yeah, we got food to eat. Let's play Monopoly.
Jen, let's do 20 hours of Dokapon.
Let's draw storybooks and read them to each other. Make like picture books.
Jen's not actually gonna play Dokapon. Jen said she has no interest in that game.
Yeah. Excuse me if you heard that. I like quietly burped.
I did not even hear that.
Okay, good. I thought you probably didn't, but just in case, I thought I should excuse myself.
How dare you burp on stream?
I didn't want to, like, be rude. Even though I'm usually a rude dude.
When were you ever rude?
Y'all people ain't ULT.
There's a lot of worms here.
The song was saying something else, but that's a word I can't say.
Oh. I don't even know what the song said, so I'm curious what you can't say, but I know you can't say it, so I'm not going to be able to get the answer.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yes, I got past the mosquito level. I'm already matching for the next stage. I'm ready for the next stage. Just give me the next stage. Get out of here, mosquito. Also, Jenny, you gonna play the Outlast Trials with me? You gonna play the spooky Outlast Trials with me?
Spooky Outlast Trials.
You gonna clap for me, Pincher?
Oh, yeah, I can clap for you. Maybe not block your screen now.
Gosh dang, worms, get out of here.
Yeah.
What are they called again? Creepies?
The worms. I don't remember for sure.
Oh, thank goodness, these oh god.
Get him up there. Oh, not quite. You were close.
No!
Oh man, now I'll clap at Donkey Kong Scratch for you.
The Outlast Trials.
Yeah.
Dang, yeah, I was doing so well too.
Avatar, that's...
That's not the stage I wanted to die at.
I mean, do you want to die at any of the stages?
No, but if I die at the stage right after, I have a better chance of getting the power up and getting it through the harder rooms.
Look, you little mosquito bitch.
Pivjir, you were the chosen one.
I died on 4. Wow, I'm not doing good on this one. This is not the up to 16 run.
You don't know that yet.
Maybe for blood. Maybe for blood it will be. That is true, because I did do most of that on 1 life.
Okay. Next room. The next one. Here we go.
If only I had like 2 or 3 lives when I had that good run.
That would have been real nice.
But yeah, no, that was like all in 1 life.
Here's what I meant. If I would have died here, I could have gotten this power up in this room, and I could have used it in this room and the next one, but I can only use it in this one.
Let it burn.
Come on, give me another life. You gave me an extra life because I know I have one more life than you do. If you could just give me 1 more extra life, I think I can make it.
You can do it, blood. Cut his fucking head off. Which I feel like doing that. I'm gonna redeem that myself.
Come on, yes! Yes! Okay. Double digits again. I'm getting better at the game.
I know blood can't hear this, but...
I'm getting better, Pinjero. I'm getting better at this. I'm getting better
at these ones here are always easy.
Yeah, that's why, like, I don't want to die here, because if I die in the next one, I get it for the 2 harder versions.
Yes, Jen?
Yes? Yes, Jen? What happened?
Well, she said so, guys. She's gonna be like, I need you to get good.
Yes! My therapist suggests I learn a new skill.
Photography.
Photography, nice. So, are you gonna help me with Pokemon Snap again? No, but seriously, photography is a really good one. I would say that'd be a lot of fun. Dang it, I made a dumb mistake there. But do you see what stage I'm on?
Oh Lord, hello.
Picture, I'm on 13.
Remember when I said that as a proper response about us smelling? I think that I'd say the same about that.
Wait, what just happened?
Like, yeah,
there?
it's a proper response. What was that?
What happened there? He just like decided I'm
Oh,
leaving.
where I didn't get the power up? Yeah, I'm not sure either. Hey, if it's still there for the next one, I'll take it.
Oh,
Yeah,
it is.
I'll take it because this isn't gonna be difficult regardless. Just say, watch me say that and I die. That would be just like me. Like, this won't be difficult, and I die.
Look at cameras.
I should like never say that again.
You never know, it might work.
Because I will.
Oh no!
I will
Oh no!
prove what I said wrong.
Oh gosh! Oh no! Oh no! The worms are blocking. DK's gonna land on her.
No. I was like, this won't be difficult. Donkey Kong lands on me. What a piece of shit. Let's see.
Dang,
Yeah, really good cameras are expensive.
Dang, I made it to 13.
Back when I did the ghost hunting, I actually did spend, I think my camera's like 150, which is not, you know, the most I ever spent on the camera.
Also, that camera I have on a throne is actually good for underwater. It would work for both my ideas.
There's some scuba diving screams. Screams! Yeah. Screams! Oh, no. I hope you're not screaming.
You wouldn't be able to hear me if I was screaming. Oh, yeah. Speaking of scuba diving, I saw somebody filed a patent for a new like breather. Like, I don't remember what they're called, but like little thing you put in your mouth.
And yes, I was gonna say, if you're screaming underwater, you're probably drowning. That means we'll probably never hear your screams again. So, no, none of that, please.
Dang it! I died immediately.
Or like a shark's coming about to eat you. I guess that could be a reason why you'd be screaming while scuba diving as well.
Yeah, but I saw somebody.
This shark's gonna get me.
Had a patent or was working on like one of the things you use to breathe underwater.
Oh, nice, Jen.
And it like without the oxygen tank.
So.
Yeah, somebody had like one of the little breathing things, and they found a way to make it work without a tank or anything. And it like filters the water and it just gives you the oxygen from the water without giving you the water. So yeah, like no tank or anything, it's just a thing on your mouth. And it just, you just are able to breathe through it.
Got scared for a second. I thought I wasn't gonna make it.
Supposedly it just, I don't know how it works, but like it can last as long as you want to stay underwater. But that is nice, Jen. That is very nice. My last stream will be the scuba diving stream. I just turn around and you see a shark coming at me.
You know, that would... Just do that stream when you're like 90 years old.
Do that
because that would actually be like... That would actually be like a cool end to a stream, but just wait till you're like... Wait till you're like pushing 100. So that you know, when it was about to happen anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would be down if I could like time it that way. I'd love to get eaten by a shark on stream. That'd be awesome.
Oh no. Bloodhawk died doing what he loved, streaming underwater. He became one with the ocean.
What?
Would y'all hold a funeral for me on Twitch?
Yeah.
I would love to mentally scarf you.
All right, fine. I'll do it for YouTube so that you have like the choice of watching it. Well, not YouTube. It'll have to be like some other place that'll like somebody just upload the video for me.
It was like, hey, I'm gonna go record myself getting eaten by a shark. Can you upload this for me?
So as we're talking about my stream, I would at most like mentally scar like 2 people. It would be okay.
You never know. You could have like 1,000 viewers at this point in time.
That would only be if the me actually getting eaten by a shark caught on. Then I'd be getting the viewers.
How do I get more viewers? You know what? I could get eaten by a shark. That'd get
You know,
a lot of
yeah.
viewers.
Come on, you know that would draw some people in.
Where do you
But
go from there?
chances are though, the stream would get cut off, and I would like mentally scar like the 2 viewers I did have.
Where do you go after that? You can't, 'cause you can't do anything else after you've been eaten by a shark.
Yeah.
Unless the shark spits you out and is like, hey, it doesn't taste too good. I don't want this meal anymore.
Although my 2 viewers would probably be like 90 too. They'd be like, "Whoa, this is about to happen anyway. Might as well go out on top."
Why do I go on top by being eaten by a shark? He always did say he wanted to play Sea of Thieves in real life.
It's better than just dying in bed like a normie.
What if you were doing a 24-hour stream and part of it was you were sleeping and you died in your sleep on stream?
Yeah, I'll say unless your like life was cut short, because wouldn't it be better than like dying in bed like a normie?
I would actually, if I'm being perfectly honest, I would rather just die in my sleep. So I'm fine with being a normie.
I'm fine with playing a normie.
Yeah, whenever it's my time to go, I want to go to my sleep peacefully.
And alright, Jack, you have fun doing whatever you're doing, or do good with it if it's not something fun.
Yes, Jen, I hope you
have to do. Go big or go home. Nothing like a good shark attack as a send-off. Hello, Jenny.
Hi, Jenny. So, Jenny, do you want to go out like a normie, sleeping in your bed peacefully, hopefully? Or do you want to go scuba diving on stream and get eaten by a shark?
Have you ever heard of the show 1,000 Ways to Die?
Yes.
That was a show I used to watch.
Yes.
And I always used to say, it's my life goal to be on that show.
Wait, what?
Like I want my death to be like cool, to where I'd be like on that show.
What happened? How did that happen again?
Like I want to be on 1,000. Yeah. It's like for some reason when you like shoot him enough or something, he like goes up a little early. But I'm not really sure how you trigger that.
Also, Jenny said that she liked to go out like a normie, but she wants to see others go out with a bang.
Yeah.
Also, this came about because I was like, if I was able to do like this full time and I had money to like kind of throw around to do stupid ideas, I would love to do like a I'd love to do like a scuba diving stream, something like dumb, just like be out in the ocean swimming and people be able to see everything I see.
Yeah. All right, so just for Jenny, I'll try to plan that getting eaten by a shark in like 60 years or so.
You're gonna scar all of us.
Yeah.
Absolutely, you're gonna scar every single one of us. Also, Jenny, how's 1,000 Year Door been? I've been peeking in at that a little bit, here and there.
Oh yeah, I was there Sunday night.
Dang it, I
think
died.
it was Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. Yeah, because she streamed Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday, right? If I remember it.
It will be.
She has an actual schedule, unlike me. It just streams wherever.
Wait, people actually have schedules?
Yeah.
I'm supposed to have a schedule, but I have so much trouble sticking to it.
Yeah.
How do you feel about 1,000 Year Door
compared
to the original? Because I like 1,000 Year Door more, and I'm just curious.
When I was talking to her, she went back and forth several times between "I love this game" to like "fuck this game." Like when she wanted to go heal and she didn't have the money to heal.
Oh yeah, you have to pay to heal.
But she was like, "Never mind, fuck this game. The first one's better." Like,
Oh, I'm out of here. I'm out of here, baby. It's an emotional roller coaster when you don't have the money.
And I do think that was the most I've heard her curse since Mario 64.
You know, I don't think I've heard Jenny cuss too much.
Hearing those Jenny fucks that are more rare in other streams. But they were coming out in Mario 64 and Thousand Year Door.
I wonder what game is gonna break me and make me start swearing a lot.
Yeah.
I actually already know what game that's gonna be, but I don't know when I'm actually streaming it. Well, actually, I know a couple games that'll make me do it, but I don't know when I'm streaming either one of them.
I mean, I could see how the camera in Mario 64 brings them out. I love Mario 64, but that camera...
Mario 64's camera is the best camera. It's
I
peak
fucking like it too, goddammit, do your job!
I will say, I haven't been able to watch streams as much as I would like to, because I have been working a lot more on, like, video editing. I've been, like, trying to get better at it again. It's like, that's where all my free time has been going.
And hey, you get to see the moth. Yeah, you got to see the moth now. Well, you've gotten here before. You did that last run.
Yeah.
Right?
No, wait, no, I didn't. This is the first
you
time.
didn't. Okay.
Mario 64 was...
Yeah, that's right. I
great.
think 13 was what you made it before. Here you go, 16. You can get further than I did now. That was what I got up to. Like, 3.5 hours ago.
Oh!
I say 3.5 hours ago when we've been live for 2 hours and 44 minutes. Well, I've been alive a little longer, but
Yes!
I haven't been playing Donkey
We made it to 17!
Yeah!
Oh my gosh, this is the farthest we made it.
Alright, Blood, you got this.
You know what the bad thing is, too? I died, like, on level 2 or something on this run.
Yeah. Yeah, you do only have this one life.
We're gonna make it to 18.
Yes.
Oh. Give me an extra life, please, just for the last stage. Come on. No extra life.
Do it? Nope. Oh, it's this one now. Maybe you'll be able to do it. I'll say this one's
No!
so close.
Does that count?
Oh,
Does that not count? I don't know if that counts.
You were there, Blood.
Oh, man. We made it to 18. Does that count? Or is there something after that?
There's not anything after 18. Supposedly 18 is like the last. Although honestly, I couldn't even tell what the difference was actually between other stages.
I couldn't either.
But it's probably just like the Get up there.
Here, if I didn't lose that one life on like level 2, I would have had an extra life sit waiting for me right there. I would have been sitting there like, all I gotta do is beat the stage.
So yeah, get that. So I'm sure I'll lose it if I don't pick it up. I don't know why we're blasting Donkey Kong in the ass with pesticide anyway. It's pretty rude.
Does anybody know the reason why we're doing this to Donkey Kong?
Yeah. I mean, I guess he really wants our plants.
He does. I don't know why he wants our plants, though.
Yeah.
But I do think technically we have beaten this. But I do want to get past. I kind of do want to get past stage 18 just to be like, okay, we did do it 100%.
It'd be nice. Oh, mosquito got me. God dang mosquito.
It's weird where y'all.
Yeah, it's true, Jenny. I think Stanley just has like a weird kink. Well, let's bring up the Donkey Kong 3 wiki.
Or are you looking for the
Actually,
story?
wait, let's just do that. Let's just do that on, because that's gonna freeze bloodstream anyway.
Yes, you're watching my stream on Pimp Jarrett's channel.
Yes.
Until Pimp Jarrett has a capture
let's
card
see.
of his own.
Donkey Kong breaks into Stanley's greenhouse and goes to hang in the rafters, where he stirs up nests of bugs which will destroy Stanley's flowers in revenge. Armed with the sprayer, Stanley must destroy the bees and chase Donkey Kong away before he eats all 5 of his flowers. If Stanley is defeated, the insects immediately eat him, though this is removed in the NES port. Oh, they eat him in the arcade version.
Oh, do that. Hey, I died in Stage 3. Gosh dang it.
So if you die in the arcade version, they eat you. You're fucking dead.
I don't want to be dead.
I mean, would you rather Stanley than Donkey Kong? Look, it's... Fuck Stanley. The bugs have him. Look, it's... Stanley's a loser.
Actually, would you rather Stanley or Cranky Kong? You know how much of a butt Cranky Kong is in the games.
I mean, Cranky Kong's cool, though.
Is he, though?
I wouldn't mind having the grandpa like that. I'd be okay with it. He's just a cranky old man. It's fine.
He's always making fun of you, though, talking about how much better he is than you are.
Yeah.
If I was the one in this game, I would have beaten the game in less than an hour. It's 101%.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have even lost a single life. Oh, did you know people have actually beaten Donkey Kong Country 1 in under an hour with 1 life with 101%? His dialogue does not change.
I'm sure they have.
His dialogue, which is a shame. Here's the thing, though. If that would have actually changed, I would have had to do that on stream.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of glad they didn't think you would actually do it.
God dang worm.
Gosh.
Or, what was it called? What's the worm called?
What is the worm called? Wormy?
A creepy.
The
creepy. Yeah, he's a creepy.
These are some names in this.
At least that's not the worm from Dokapon that quakes you. Although Quake misses a lot. The upgraded one that does Squeeze, that's the worst one. I hate Squeeze.
Squeeze prevents you from fighting, doesn't it? It's just like rap and Pokemon.
You can't do anything.
Oh, I hated
So,
rap in Pokemon.
although it's at least better when it's something that's like strong and it kills you. The worst is when you just keep getting squeezed. And you take a week to fight this asshole because he just keeps squeezing you.
Oh, I mentioned I watched the Runaway guys play through Dokapon. I finally finished their playthrough.
That was my bad for not realizing it was my turn right at first.
That's my bad for not letting you know. But
Yeah.
I can't believe Overlord Rico actually put 2 blocks surrounding one guy so he couldn't move.
Yeah.
Like, he was all in a one-way path, and there's only like, well, not really one way. There's only 2 directions he goes, up and down. And there was a stone block on both the top and bottom path. So he was just stuck there and he couldn't move for like 3 turns.
Oh, Dokapon now, you might really hear my potty mouth.
Why are there 3 donkey-sized Kongs? Why not?
Oh. Who is... Oh, hello, Mystery.
Yes, hello, Mystery. I like how I got so far in the last run, this time I'm not even going to make it to stage 6.
I like the name.
Mystery.
Yep. No, I got hit by the arrow.
I just realized.
How do you drop an arrow? How are these bugs even dropping arrows anyway? Where did they get them?
But Mystery, I just realized I could put the PC parts on Throne, couldn't I? I don't know if I'm actually gonna do that, but I'm just saying that's a possibility I could do that.
I would assume you could. Let's look at Bloodhawk's throne.
I haven't actually looked at mine in a long time.
Alright, Blood, what do you got here? Show
I got
everybody
some
your
games.
throne account.
Oh my gosh, you're showing it on stream.
Get him a waterproof action camera.
That'll
Get
be
him some
stream
Monster
purposes.
Hunter.
Yeah.
$50 Xbox gift card. Maybe somebody will see my stream and be like, you know what? I want to buy this guy Bloodhawk all of this stuff.
So everything on there is going to be stream related stuff. The gift card,
Nintendo Switch Online,
which I don't need now.
Kirby in the Forgotten Land. Hey, I have that. I haven't played it though. That I acquired.
That you acquired? Why do you say it like that?
2-pack. Well, I rented it from GameFly.
Oh, okay.
The game showed up. I canceled my trial. The game didn't get here when it should have. I reported it as lost. And it was like, whatever. The game showed up like 3 weeks later.
Okay. Dang it, I tried to duck. Damn, it's your turn.
And instead of sending it back like I should have, I was a criminal. I was like, whatever, it's been 3 weeks. I'm just keeping the damn thing.
You don't know if Throne will allow stuff from Newegg, but you haven't checked yourself?
So that's why I have that, but not the case.
Okay.
Someone's gonna report me to authorities that hears this.
I'm reporting you right now.
The cops are gonna show up at my door.
We're all accomplices now.
Like, we heard you kept the game from GameFly.
Everybody in this chat right now is an accomplice to this.
Yeah. Yes.
Does that mean we're all gonna go to jail?
Yeah, we're all going to jail.
And it's all your fault.
Yep.
Please talk to me. I'll be like, I thought it was a joke, because I do think it's a joke.
Jenny has seen and heard nothing.
Go, I'll see myself out now. Oh no, did you?
Oh.
Get out of here, DK. No, I jumped into his arms! Why did I do so well that one round?
It sounded like romantic.
What do you mean?
You just jumped into their arms. Like, that sounded nice and romantic.
I haven't experienced anything nice and romantic in a long time.
Yeah.
I miss those days.
I kind of don't really. And also, you're gonna die.
Oh, it's my turn. Here's the thing.
Maybe one day I'll have feelings again.
Here's the thing. I genuinely enjoy the whole relationship thing, but at the same time, it's hard for me to actually want to be with anybody. So it's like it just doesn't ever happen.
Yep. Same here.
When it does happen, though, I love hard. That sounds weird to say, but like that, like I don't mess around when it comes to actual love. So.
But unlike you, I have no problem like seeing things and.
Seeing.
Like me, I could I could sit and watch The Room, no problem.
Oh, this is also fair.
I could see it. I could see a butt or a dick or whatever, and it doesn't bother me.
Here, I'll say this because I talked about this with Ray before.
Look.
I don't want to see other people doing that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't want to see other people nude. But if I do love somebody, I have no problem with them.
Yeah.
It's other people that I don't feel that way about at all. That I don't want to see or need to see.
Oh, it's me, isn't it?
It is you.
It took me, Matt. I don't remember what brought up The Room earlier. That had coming back to that. Because that just came up because of The Room earlier. And you talking about,
Silent
oh,
Hill
if
the
this
Room.
happens again, I'm gonna have to leave the room.
Silent Hill the Room. You talked about Silent Hill the Room, and I was
Oh
like,
yeah, that's right.
I thought
Yep.
you meant the room in the movie.
Yeah.
That movie tortured me
Uh,
for hours. It had real dumb scenes though that I was able to laugh at, and that's the reason why I kept saying. But every
Yeah.
time I got to that stuff, I was like, please, I don't need to see them. I don't want to see them. I don't need this in my life. I can't believe I made it 18 and I made the dumb mistake and got killed right at the end because DK was about to
Yeah,
go
and
for the
Bloodhawk
top.
said once was enough. That he was like, if you show the room on stream, I won't be there.
Yeah, I was like, don't expect me to be there. I don't know if I want to bother with that movie again.
Yeah.
If I do watch anything related, I'd probably watch The Disaster Artist, but I haven't seen that, so I don't know if it would be just as bad or not.
I doubt it. Because for one, that movie actually had like a theater release. It actually has like an R rating. I'm pretty sure The Room is unrated.
Is it unrated?
I think so.
I think Jenny's laughing at me, and I don't know how to feel about this.
It's been a while. It's been a while since I've seen it, so I don't remember exactly how Cinemaxy the sex scenes in that got. Because unlike you, those scenes didn't scar me for life, so I don't really remember them.
They scarred me.
Yeah. Oh.
What scarred me the most was that first scene where they were doing that. And
mostly what I remember from that movie is the repeatable quotes like, "Oh, hi, Mark," and "You're tearing me apart, Lisa."
Here's the thing, you can ask Gray this part scarred me, and I died at it at the same time. Was that first scene when he was with the woman?
Yeah. I didn't hit
I was
her.
like,
I did not hit her.
I was like,
oh, hi, Mark.
I was like, Ravy, is he going inside her belly button? I was like,
It's not something I would have thought I heard. It's not something I would have thought I'd heard Bud say on screen. But here we are. Huh. No.
That is forever saved on stream, and I don't know how to feel about that now.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's my turn.
Yeah. I think just hearing you say going inside, yeah.
You think that's enough to scar somebody?
Yeah.
Did that scar you? Didn't hear when I said that?
No, just hearing you say it made me feel like I was in a Twilight Zone or something.
But seriously, that's what I saw, because I was like...
Yeah.
I was like... Because I didn't, like, look away. I was like, I want to see this as much as I can before I can't physically handle it anymore. But at the same time, I was like, that seems extremely high. Keep in mind, I've never done that with anybody. The one ex that I had, I was not ready to do that whenever we were together.
Yeah.
But I was looking, I was like, this seems a bit off. This is also not a topic I thought I would be talking about on stream. But here we are. This is the world we live in now.
And it's not even my fault this time.
I mean, okay, you're not wrong. I want to go bury myself after the stream. someone will be, I feel like someone will come in here and be like, I've seen the movie, I've studied it thoroughly, and you were right. He was a little high.
That was a weird angle.
Luna. Baby girl.
Are we gonna make it to 18? Well, through 18.
Yeah, we gotta make it through 18.
We did make it to 18.
I would have made it
I made it
18
16.
if I wasn't dumb.
Yeah.
If we would have beaten it at that point in time, would we have done Rygar at all, or would you been like, I'm done?
I'm not sure what time it was. It would depend on the time if we would have bothered. Like, if we wouldn't have even had an hour, I probably would have been like, eh. I don't feel like I'm about to pass out or anything, so...
Oh, wait, we don't even have an hour now.
Yeah, we don't now. But I wasn't sure if... I don't recall when you got to 18. If we would have then.
I think we've had, like, 4 game overs since then.
Yeah, so I think we would have. I probably would have been like, yeah, sure, go ahead. We could start regular. There's no way we would have beat it in that time.
Well, we could have at least gotten a little bit of a start on it.
Uh-huh.
I would have had to make a screen for Rygar after, too.
I'll say, if how long the beat is to be believed, I think Rygar should take like 3 or 4 hours.
That's not too bad.
Which means on stream, if we get lost or anything...
5 or 6.
I'd expect more like 5 or 6, yeah.
You know, I just realized, I hope nobody clipped that conversation.
I didn't.
Also, to be fair, even though I feel a little weird talking about what I just did, I have said before, I am an open book. I'm not going to sit here and hide stuff by ask things. But to be fair, I wasn't even really asked. We were just talking about the room, and I was like,
yeah, no, yeah. That's weird. Like, I can't believe I'm talking. They're like, yeah, you can't blame me this time.
Maybe I do need to censor myself.
Yeah.
Dang it.
You know, this song is kind of relatable to what's happening right now.
Is it?
Oh yeah, because I'm losing touch. Like, yeah, kind of like me in this game.
We're both
like,
losing
you
touch.
seem to be getting worse at it.
We're both like staying around the damn corner. Wait, did I get enough for another life, or is it game over?
Yep, you did.
I went up to 7.
I only made it to 4 that time. Pretty sad.
Get out of here, DK. Get out of here. Let me get the 8. Also, you might be wondering, Blood, why are you pushing for this when you're only level 7?
Yeah. Although that first stuff kind of was like, wait, am I awake? Did I like go to sleep and I'm having a weird dream?
Did you?
Like when you were talking about the belly button thing.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, you had a weird dream. That's all.
And when I
was.
died, yeah, I was like, wait, am I even awake now?
That was just a weird dream.
Like,
I'll have to HK this.
Yo, hello, cool bits.
Hi, cool bits. Oh my gosh. Someone saved
Remember your
me.
first?
Someone save me from myself, please.
I know your name, but I can't remember what which stream do I know you from? I know somebody else. Is it Chubb?
Dang it. Starting over.
Yeah, I thought so. Like, I'm pretty sure jump stream where I know you from. Yeah, I'm trying to play when you're playing. Like, I was actually hitting the button and everything.
Were you?
Yeah.
Were you doing the same movements I was doing?
I was for a minute. It took me a minute to realize it wasn't me. I'm like, wait, this is Bud playing, not me.
Level 3, baby!
Also, how you doing, Cool Bits? I might have asked that. Oh, Rocky, okay.
Come on, DK. Come on, DK.
That's weird that the Bill Murray version came up. I'll pull up the... Let's do that in my other tab, though.
There we go. Pinger, this is gonna be the run. This is gonna be where we do it.
Yes.
Come on, 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 come on. Yes! Okay.
There, I got you.
Round 5. Whew. No deaths yet. I actually feel like I have this stage done. Like, I don't have to worry about this fight ever again. Oh.
Actually, I do like this song, so I'll save it to the list.
There we
Oh,
go. Extra life is 50,000. Which I probably should have realized that earlier, but I didn't.
There we go. Maybe the big button that says save the channel playlist. That's most likely how you save the playlist.
I mean, it's possible.
My brain not working today though.
Somebody's only got like 3 hours of sleep. 2-3 hours.
Yeah. Although I'm doing pretty good. I'm actually surprised this wasn't on my list already.
Alright, come on, let me go. Yes! I actually got him! Whew! Oh my gosh, I haven't died yet. We're on round 7.
Yeah, you have 3 lives, so you got a life too.
Oh. I don't see myself dying on these stages anymore. I would have laughed if that guy would have flew up into me and killed me right then.
Yeah. It would have been one of those funny but not funny sort of moments.
Yeah, it's funny because he messed himself up, and not funny because we need to get through this. I've hit the halfway mark. Ooh. I was a little worried there that I might have actually died, but look at that! I'm a professional Donkey Kong 3 player.
I will be back in just a minute. Hopefully you keep that up.
Hopefully I do. Yes, okay. Guys, I strongly believe we're actually going to pull it off this time. Whew. I'll actually pause it for Finjir this time if I do die. So he doesn't lose life when he's not playing. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen because we're just dominating this right now. All we got to do to technically count this as being beaten is to beat stage 18. Because once we pass stage 18, we've seen literally everything. No, I jumped right into it. I meant to not hold the jump button. But that's the farthest we've made it without losing any lives. Well, I mean, we lost a life, but you know what I mean. Also, Jenny, can I ask what you're going to be streaming?
Sorry,
after
I meant to.
Thousand
And I hung up on you and said, "You hear me,
hung
all right?"
up on me? Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I was clicking unmute and I actually clicked disconnect.
Rude. I did the smart thing though this time, and I waited for you to get back before. I made it to level 12 before I died.
Nice. That's definitely the furthest either of us have made it without losing a life.
Yes. I can't believe
I feel like they're getting more aggressive with those arrows on the first level for some reason. I don't even remember them dropping arrows on the first level before.
Don't either. But maybe they did and we just didn't notice.
Yeah, they might have.
Jenny, give me your list of your next 5 games, please. So I know what the upcoming stream lineup is. You don't have to, obviously. I'm just curious.
Lagoon 5 times.
Lagoon? Oh.
Yeah. Lagoon, 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 Lagoon. Right, Denny?
I'm also gonna need you picture to get to level 12 without dying.
Okay, I'll try. Okay, I guess it's not gonna be Lagoon.
Never want to hear Lagoon again. What about Quest 64?
Lagoon is a game that would actually be not so bad if your sword wasn't like a little toothpick. But your sword's a little toothpick, and if you just walk into an enemy, it kills you. Imagine fighting somebody with a toothpick, and if they just touch you, you die. That's Lagoon.
That sounds like not fun, actually.
Yeah.
You know what sounds like fun, though? Getting to level 14, because we're going to get to 14 easily with this power-up.
Some people actually like that game, but I'm not one of them.
You should be one of them.
I think the overall opinion of it is low, though.
Yes! Yes, 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 yes! Okay, so I'm going to make it through 15 easy. I'm going to make it to 15 easily without losing another life.
But yes, no blood, I'm not one of them. If I want an action RPG on Super Nintendo, I'll play, like, Secret of Mana or one of those Quintet games.
Quintet? I don't know the Quintet games.
Soul Blazer, Illusion of Gaia, Terranigma.
Oh, those, okay. I've never played those either, but I do know
Quintet is the developer.
Oh, okay. Oh, I've never played Secret of Mana. I want to play it one day.
I haven't played Ys on Super Nintendo, but I assume that would also be better. Also haven't played Secret of Evermore, but I'm pretty sure that would be better.
Oh my goodness.
Alright. Blood?
Yes.
You got this.
Dang it, I did...
Yeah, those exploder ones can be like the most annoying ones sometimes.
Yeah. I will. I would have say we beat it.
No! Speaking of the exploder.
Yeah, he had to get you.
It got me too. Freaking, what's their real name?
I don't know.
Beaspies.
Guess what I got though? Guess what I got though?
Yeah.
I forgot.
Dang
One counts as
old
life, right?
Beaspies.
Or 0 counts as life, right?
What kind of name is Beaspie? Yes, 0 counts as a life.
Okay, thank goodness.
So you got 2 tries.
I got 2 tries because this one's not going to be anything because of this power up.
Yep. Yeah, it's nice being able to kill those dang worms.
Yeah, it is.
Alright, 2 tries with this. You should have it.
2 tries with the final stage.
I believe in you, Blood. I believe in you.
I'm glad somebody believes in me.
With some AFI. I know a lot of people don't like AFI after they stopped being punk, but I've liked them
Yes!
afterwards too. Yeah!
Alright, so now we just go until we're dead.
Yeah, just see how far we can get. Boy, did it!
We've seen everything this game has to offer.
Which is how I expected it to go, but at least I made it to 16.
What do you mean that's how you expected it to go? Why is it me that wins?
Because you're better at games than I am.
I would not agree with that.
For the most part.
For the most part. Yeah, I wouldn't.
He's not better at Puyo Puyo than me.
Yeah, you're not my game right there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Although if we played it long enough, he probably could be.
Do you think so?
Maybe. I think you would kind of need to like play it on your own though, because you kind of get thrown off your rhythm when you're taking turns with it.
Yeah.
I don't think with the taking turns you actually have much room to like get too much better because the rounds go so quick.
To be fair, I know I've mentioned this before. I plan on 100%ing the Pokemon series, or trying to, and I'm going to go through each gen. I got Puzzle League in Gen 1, so I mean... And that's not counting, that's not going to count me and Gen playing, because I feel like that'd be the cheap way out. Because Gen did most of the work there, for being honest.
Of which we do still have that other Puyo Puyo one, Super Puyo Puyo 2 or whatever it's called.
We do got that.
Super Famicom. Which that one will be easy if we just do it on normal difficulty. That'll be a quick one-stream thing.
I died at 22.
I think that one we should try it on hardest, but just see how far we can get. Otherwise, that one's gonna take a while. That game gets so fast. So fast.
If we do with the hardest difficulty, I'm gonna want to beat it on the hardest difficulty.
Yeah. Well, if you want us to play other games, we probably shouldn't try it on the hardest difficulty then. Otherwise, we will be at it for a while.
I believe that. Did you know that
after seeing how fast it gets on the hardest difficulty, I do believe that.
Oh, I do too.
Because I was trying it on my own. Also, you're about to die. I know you probably don't care now.
No, I was looking at chat.
Oh.
I didn't realize you died. Did you know that NES Donkey Kong is Cranky Kong?
That is funny that is funny that was how you went out.
And Donkey Kong Jr. isn't the current Donkey Kong either? Yes. We actually talked about that a few times. Hello, Arklink, by the way. But we technically finished this. We technically finished this.
I almost couldn't talk there.
I actually thought we were going to beat this faster than Junior after how fast you got to 16 the first time.
But then it all went downhill from there. I think the furthest I made it after that was like 12.
I don't even know why I let it back up, because we are done with this now. We actually finished 2 games today.
Sure did.
We showed off everything this game has to offer. And then DK got me.
And yep, that is true, Arklink. I was actually talking about that.
So
Because Blood was like, why did he get so cranky? I'm like, well, I mean, you see this game.
Oh, what? Would
He's just
pesticides
trying
up
to,
the bum
he's just
actually
trying
do
to
this to
enjoy,
somebody?
he's just trying to enjoy some plants and...
Would pesticide
Oh wait,
up
we
the bum
started,
actually
yeah, we
just
started another one.
turn you into a cranky old man? Also, Donkey Kong Jr.'s Fedora Kong, the one that you see in the manual for like for like 1 page. I don't know if that's actually Donkey Kong Jr., but this is Donkey Kong, the one that we all know from Country, is this one's grandson.
Yeah. Who's his dad?
Junior.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true, but I always assumed that
Yeah.
Junior would be Donkey Kong's dad. So would that make the Donkey Kong from Country Donkey Kong Jr. Jr.?
Yeah, I mean, it is like pretty much Donkey Kong Jr. doesn't imply that he's the other one's kid.
That's what I would
Official
think
story
too.
might even say that.
Poor Junior only shows up in a handful of games too.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, unless I'm crazy, the last.
Oh well,
actual
he's an
appearance-
asshole. He's an asshole in Mario Kart anyway.
Pretty sure his last actual appearance is Mario Tennis on the N64.
Always getting in your way, bumping coins out of you.
Or at least his last updated appearance.
Yeah.
I want to reset the game real quick. I want to make you play.
Let's try, for the heck of it, do Game B, since we did Game A.
Okay.
If we're still messing around with this. See if we can even tell the difference. He does seem like he's going up slower.
He
Maybe?
definitely does. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going up slower. He's going up a lot slower.
I also started hitting the button after you said I'm going to make you play, so I thought I was playing. When you said that,
I was gonna
you
make you
said I'm
play.
going to make you play.
I was gonna make you play, and then I was gonna do I was gonna look up Donkey Kong Jr.
Yeah.
But it looks like I'm playing 2B. Perfect.
Are you doing Double Dragon with anybody?
Yes, I actually have Double Dragon 1 too.
Okay, cool. Good. Those are fun.
I've never played any Double Dragon besides
Back
Neon.
when I was messing around with Donkey Kong Jr., I was messing around with some other games too, and that's just to try them a little bit before stream.
What all?
Because I'd never played them before. Oh, I played Double Dragon 1 and 2 some, and I played some Star Tropics and some Gradius.
Isn't which?
Didn't beat any of them. I was just good. Well, except for Donkey Kong Jr.
Doesn't Double Dragon 1 have 2-player, but you have to take turns?
No, it's maybe. I don't remember for sure.
I
know
second one
2
has
is.
actual
I think the first one is taking turns. The second one has co-op. Oop. I didn't know she died.
Hold on, please. Donkey Kong Jr. Cheat codes for Donkey Kong Jr.
I know that's part of why I've been getting worse too. I've had my fingers are enough of this tapping.
At least it's not control stick rotating.
Since in this one you gotta tap it every time, and you know how fast you hit it does make a difference.
Okay, this is weird.
What's weird?
While Donkey Kong Jr.
I heard you say something about cheat codes.
I didn't even look at cheat code. I just saw there was cheat code thing.
I don't think your power up lasts in the next level on B either.
I thought it did for me.
Either that, or I just took longer to get them up there with it, so it ran out.
So they move the normal speed if you have the normal power up on this. But while Donkey Kong Jr. is occasionally identified as a younger version of the current Donkey Kong Jr. is also been considered his father. So he's both the father and not the father of Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
He himself is actually Donkey Kong and his dad at the same time. Maybe he's a time traveler.
Yeah, dirty piece of shit. So since you were talking about Rygar, is that, did you already decide we're doing that next? I'm perfectly fine with that if you did.
Yeah, I kind of want to try it.
Alright.
Also, apparently Donkey Kong Jr. is in Mario Kart Double Dash.
Is he?
You can't play as him, but he's like in the crowd.
Oh, okay. I'll say, because I don't remember him being in that. I did forget until recently that you unlocked Toad and Toadette in it.
Oh, I forgot
I was like,
about
oh, yeah.
that.
Oh, yeah.
Donkey Kong Jr. is in Super Mario Bros. 3. The remake, at least. He's one of the
I don't remember that
kings.
either.
He's the king of Big Island.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. Actually, I kind of do remember that, now you're bringing it up.
He's in the Game & Watch Gallery game, so we'll see him later. He's also in Melee as a trophy.
I think everybody's in Smash as a trophy.
That is fair.
Yeah.
Oh, he apparently makes a little cameo in Tropical Freeze.
I wonder who actually isn't in Smash as a trophy, like, between all of the games.
That is fair. But apparently he makes...
Oh, I mean, I'm sure I'm sure there's at least some Nintendo characters that aren't, but...
There definitely has to be. Also, a game...
But there are so many trophies between all the games.
There's a game I'm surprised it's not on the NSO, and that's Mock Rider.
Mock Rider, that's NES, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so. Was that one that Nintendo published?
I'm pretty sure this is a Nintendo-owned game. Or series.
Okay. I'm not too familiar with that one. I know of it, but I've never played it.
Same. Also, one of the reasons why I'm pretty sure it's Nintendo is there's a trophy of that one in Melee.
Have a good lurk, Jenny. We probably won't be going too much longer, so...
Yes, Jenny, have a wonderful lurk. But yeah, apparently in one of the Tropical Freeze levels, there's like a statue of Donkey Kong holding up a Wii U gamepad. And on the Wii U gamepad is Donkey Kong Jr.
Second phase of Final Fantasy VIII end boss playing right now, which is the best one in my opinion. You got the music, that is.
Yeah.
I like the drum beat and the... What's the name of the song again? Maybe I'm a Lion. That's the name of the song. Oh, it's still me. Did you die already? Or were you somehow out of lives before I was this time?
I don't know what happened. I was just looking.
Okay.
Bus ride time?
I didn't think I was playing, and suddenly I looked up and just... Goodbye, Eric Link.
Have a wonderful day.
Game over.
Okay, so yeah, I was
When
gonna
are we
say
gonna get Segarelli on stream so we can get that game over? Yeah! On NSO.
Game over, yeah! I don't know.
We gotta get Daytona too.
I want the opponent version of Daytona.
So we can get that Daytona song.
I want the opponent version.
Which I've heard. When someone else brought it up, it actually does kind of sound like that. But like that Daytona,
Yeah.
people like change it to Gay Bona, and it does kind of sound like you're saying that.
I've heard those three versions. I've heard the Daytona. Heard the one you said. I
Yeah.
heard the Epona one, and I love the Epona one because they like edit Link on Epona from Ocarina of Time on the track.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But
But you wouldn't mind playing Daytona again. I have it on PS3.
oh, do you?
I'm sure you can't get it anymore because licensing. It's probably one of the
Yeah,
delisted games. I'm almost positive.
I wouldn't doubt that at all.
Yeah, but I have it, so
That at all.
yeah. Oh,
Oh
I could
God, I
play it
don't
if I
think.
feel like I could play it if I feel like hooking up the PS3.
I mean, you should. I would like to
Yeah.
see that.
Well, you wouldn't see it if I was playing on PS3.
Oh gosh, dang it!
Yeah. Maybe I can get some MAME games on here though. It probably works on MAME, the arcade version.
Do you have anybody we could raid?
Or let's look at my list. Well, I know you don't know them, but we could do Lost in the Past if you'd like.
Lost in the Past. Can you give
Yeah,
me?
he's
Uh,
playing Middle Earth: Shadow of War. He only has one viewer right now, it looks like. Hold on,
you post it in my chat for me. Thank you. 91.
Yep,
That was a year.
yep, same number as you.
That was a year.
Yeah,
But thank y'all for stopping by,
yep.
lurking and
And
chatting.
we're gonna end stream now.
I hope y'all have a wonderful day, a wonderful night, and I can't wait to see
Yep,
you all
thanks
again
for
very
hanging
soon.
out and chatting, lurking. Bloodhawk loves you.
Yes, I do love y'all. Mystery, that is a lie. There's an amazing streamer named PimpJira87 we could also raid.
Ooh.
Thank y'all for hanging out. Bye, everybody. I love y'all.
Bye. Oh wait, I probably need to wait for them ready to raid. I know
Uh-oh.
last time I ended it too quick.